Namaste, everyone, and hello if you're in Western United States. Good morning. So here we are with Anchor the Light Meditation. I hope yesterday you were able to join us for the blessing of Afghanistan and Haiti and the rest of the world. And you realize, again, I always emphasize, we're not the one blessing, so we don't get big-headed. We're just the instruments and the channels for the energy to go through. And this is so important because we might not be able to physically be there unless, that's part of your job. At least we want to, number one, stop criticizing it so you're not creating psychic pollution, because there's always going to be like, it's right, it's wrong, it's whatever. People have, that's why my teacher used to say, if you have more than one person, you have politics. It's just the way it is. Politics is basically people have opinions. Whatever your opinions are, people are suffering, that's what counts. Okay? So just keep that in mind. That's what we go with. That's why some of you are asking me, hey, why did you comment about this and that? Why did you comment about vaccines? Why did you comment about masks? Why didn't you comment about war in this and war that? Well, I have my opinions for myself, my family. All of you have to use your head. Okay? The ultimate question there is loving kindness and non-injury. That's the virtue. So you guys decide for yourself, because people get heated. Sometimes when it gets heated, let's just say their brain goes in the back of their car. So I'm not going to get into it. So some of you have emailed me, have asked me, hey, what do you think of this? I don't answer you. Because some people, they just want drama. Drama does not heal a sick person. Drama does not save people who are dying. Drama does not fix a country's problem. You get my point? So we focus on the solution, on how to be able to help them, and then people who like drama, you let them be. Clear? So anyway, please join the meditation. It's online. You can just go back to it. We use the great invocation to bless Afghanistan, Haiti, and then the third part, you recite it 3 times. The third one is to bless whatever country, whatever area you think that's needed. Basically, we're joining together energetically. Not the body, not the emotion, not the thoughts, not the physical container. Whether you're white, black, yellow, brown, green, whatever the heck you label yourself, we don't care. That's the container. We're interested in what's inside the container. That's the spiritual self. Okay? Anyway. So that's why I always say, for people who love drama, see you later, or a few more lifetimes. Clear? Now, so for today, I was just thinking of what should we cover as far as just a short lecture. And there's another Zen story, which is quite interesting. There's 2 monks, and they're washing their begging bowls, where the people give them food. They're washing their bowls in the river. And one of the monks saw that a scorpion was drowning. Scorpion, they don't breathe underwater, okay? The scorpion was drowning, and so the monk picked it up to save it, and then in the process, the scorpion stung him. Okay, so he goes, oh, like that. Anyway, but it's not in the water anymore. And a few seconds later or so, the monk noticed that, let me see if there's anything critical here, just to make sure. Sorry, because you never know. All right. Okay. So you have the monk saving the scorpion, then stung him, and then the scorpion somehow was on land, and for whatever reason fell into the water again. The monk went in, picked it up, stung him again, and put it aside. And according to Steven Spielberg, the scorpion went on its merry way. The second monk says, my friend, why did you pick up the scorpion again? The monk says, and it stung you again, right? The monk said, it is the nature of the scorpion to sting. It is my nature to save. Okay? So to kind of put the whole thing together for you, again, 2 monks. One monk saved this drowning scorpion. It stung him. He was drowning again. He picked it up, stung him again, and the second monk says, "Hey, why do you keep saving that scorpion? He keeps stinging you." He goes, "What? It is the nature of the scorpion to sting. It is my nature to save." Now, why is this important to remember? Of course, I'm not telling you to go out and pick up scorpions, okay? Disclaimer here. Because, some people, they go, "Oh, I learned I pick up scorpion to save them." No, you'd be dead. Don't do that. Like in the movies or in TV, says, "Don't do this at home." Okay, don't do that at home. You don't see a scorpion, run away or whatever. Pick it up with a broom and throw it somewhere, okay? Just want to make sure, because you'd be surprised what people do. Again, it's so important to have intelligence. Okay? Just want to get that out of the way. Anyway, it is the nature of the scorpion to sting. It is the nature of that monk to save. And it's very important to realize when we do our meditation, we do our spiritual practice, prayer time, whatever practice that you do, that gets you to know your real essence. You get to know your nature. Your nature is a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, divine power. It is your nature that you are made of pure spiritual energy, pure energy. And this energy is basically all over the universe. And every person, every being is the soul, the spiritual self is made of energy. That is our true essence. And because everybody is made of spiritual energy with consciousness, we're all interconnected. Like we're in this ocean of energy. You say, okay, what's it got to do with a monk? Well, the question is, why did a monk keep saving the scorpion? Is he kind of dense or something? No, in this case, the metaphor there is to make you realize it is his nature to always be kind and loving. Even if that scorpion is not nice to him, keeps stinging him, it is still his nature to save it. Make sense? And for me, when I was meditating on it, I go, interesting lesson, isn't it? It all goes back to, at least in this particular case, is forgiveness. Forgiveness. Believe it or not, it's forgiveness. Part of it is tolerance, understanding. A big part of that is when somebody emotionally stings you, do you just throw them away? What if it's your family? What if it's your friends, somebody close to you? It's your nature to love them. It's your nature to forgive them. Of course, as we always say, you have to balance inner forgiveness and outer forgiveness, balancing, forgiving them spiritually. And there's the forgiveness technique we have there in one of the videos that you can practice. Externally, you might have to put up a facade. Hey, I'm not going to stand for this crap. In other words, you set boundaries. So you get the best of both worlds. You get to have inner peace. You're able to sleep at night because spiritually you forgive them. Because that's your nature. By understanding we are one, to forgive them is to forgive yourself. We're connected. Right? Law of karma. But externally, to keep order in your life, you have to set boundaries. So the two have to work together. That's one interpretation of that story. Another interpretation of that story is, when you meditate on it, it is the nature of the scorpion to sting. It is the nature of a person who is not spiritually that connected to be hurtful. It is the spiritual nature of a person who is more developed to be forgiving, loving, and tolerant. Okay, not too clear. Let me put it another way. Children will always behave like children. Make sense? Children will always behave like children. So, some of the people that we're upset about are actually spiritual babies in adult bodies. So their bodies might be big, might be adult due to biological reasons, but the consciousness is still childish because the spiritual connection is very small. So you cannot expect them to be living to your standards. So it is their nature to be dumb. I'm kidding. Sorry. Like sometimes when people do stupid things, I'm going, hey, children, But you're talking about a grown adult, a man or woman in their, I don't know, 40s, 50s, doing really stupid things. I look at them, hey, children. And I think about it, and my teacher probably used to think when I was screwing up big time, he's probably going, baby. Okay, so don't think I'm being judgmental. Anyway, my point. Without forgiveness, without the ability to let things pass, you're going to be miserable. Okay? I'm just saying it straight. If you're holding on to anger and resentment and you're so intelligent that you can always think of, yeah, but you don't understand. He's this, he's that. That's like, are you trying to convince me or trying to convince yourself to keep that anger and be miserable? Because it's not my problem. It's yours. You mean so far? Because sometimes we're in class and I'm explaining the concept. Okay, forgiveness, loving kindness, let it go, let it pass so you can move on your life. I'm trying to give them a solution so they'll be happy because they look miserable. Man, they sit there and go, yeah, but you don't understand, blah, blah, blah. I'm going, I have to be nice. In the back of my mind, I'm going, first of all, I don't need to hear you think. Number two, this is your problem. Are you trying to convince me, or are you trying to convince yourself that you want to be miserable? Then in the end, I just, okay, namaste. They just want to vent, right? But in the end, what happened? They're as miserable as they were before. Because part of them won't let go. Okay, well, as I always say, I don't want to change your mind with facts. The fact is, number one, whoever that person that pisses you off, when they're going through something, it is their nature because of what they're going through to be whatever, hurtful. Now, in your case, if you're the one sitting in class and trying to be a better person, and we talk about forgiveness, and you're resisting every little ounce of effort that's given to you to at least open that door to realize everybody makes mistakes. As we said the other day, the only two kinds of perfect people. One, dead people, and two, the ones that are not yet born. So good luck with you. You get the idea? But sometimes people's minds are made up. So when people's minds are made up, you know what I do? Nothing. Go learn it your way. So it is the nature of immature souls to act immaturely. It is the nature of mature souls to act maturely. Get the idea? So without understanding this deeply, we are angry, upset, won't let go, pissed off all the time. Well, guess what? This is not going to sound good, but maybe this will wake you up. All you're doing is swishing around in the mud. I don't care what your mind tells you. Oh, yeah, but you don't understand this, you don't understand that. Hey, again, are you trying to convince me or trying to convince you to keep swimming in that mud? It's a personal choice. I don't babysit. My teacher never babysat me. If I screwed up, he tells me. When I'm going the wrong way, he will tell me. He does not soften it up. It's called ruthless compassion. And I'm not trying to be that severe on you guys, but sometimes people, they're so smart, they rationalize everything. But you don't understand. I think you get my answer to that, right? You always have a choice. Choice to forgive and let go. A choice to be pissed off all the time and ruin the rest of your life. It's a choice. Remember? Pain does happen because we can't always control everything. But suffering is a choice. So what that's saying is we might not be able to control what happens outside of us. But as the spiritual self, we get to decide how we maneuver our physical container, the physical body, how we maneuver our emotional container, our emotional computer, the emotional astral body. We get to maneuver how the mental body or the thoughts that we create. It's a choice. Now, a lot of people, they give up that choice because I can't help it. Of course you can. First of all, you look at that sentence. There's something wrong with what you just said. You say, I can't. Of course, that means you forgot who the I really means. When I ask you to move your body, you move your body. When I ask you to be happy, to be sad, to be angry, right? Emotions. I say, hey, why don't you feel happy now? What did you do? Remember a happy thought? Peter Pan type of deal. Oh, I'm happy. Okay. Now recall something that pisses you off. I want you to feel angry. Oh, yeah, I did that. Hello? Didn't you just demonstrate to me you could shift from one to the other? Oh, yeah. That's why my teacher used to tell me, he goes, your goal is to be able to turn your emotions on and off like a faucet. I go, what? He didn't really mean like turn it off. What he meant at the time is to be able to regulate it. Okay? Same thing with the thoughts. Think of an apple. Now think of a car. Think of a house. Think of this. Think of that. What did you do? I just went from one thought to the other. Were you able to shift just like that? Yeah. So there's no such thing as, I can't help it. If you say you can't help it, first of all, you don't know who you are. That's your problem. You realize that? That's the fundamental problem. Most people do not know their identity. You're going to hear me say this over and over again. Some of you have been with me for, since the pandemic start? That's the same message we've been trying to get through to you is, you're not the body, not the emotion, not the thoughts. You are the driver or mover of the body, creator of the feelings, and creator of the thoughts. We always go to that fundamental truth, because from that fundamental truth is how you see the entire universe. You don't get that one straight, you screw it all up. So when people say, I can't, first of all, you get the I wrong. Simple as that. When a person says, I can't, you don't understand. You know what that's happening? Their perception of the I is what the emotions are going through. The mind is going through. The body is going through. That's their I. In other words, in plain English, they gave power to the body, the emotions, and the thoughts to run their life. That's why they say, I can't. That's it. Now, once they have a realization, I'm not this body, not this emotion, and the thoughts, I can make a choice what to do. Now, nobody ever said it's easy. Just like the analogy always has. Hell, you're a charioteer with 3 horses. If you have a bunch of wild horses that have not been trained, you just got them out of the meadows and they're not going to be serving you. Number 1, you have to kind of let them realize who's boss. You don't serve the horses, they serve you. If I tell the horses I want to go this way, they go that way. They want to go that way, you go this way. So maybe initially, again, I'm not a horse trainer, so I'm not going to even entertain and you go, yeah, but you understand there's this and that. Okay, try to understand the big picture, okay? Don't get stuck in the part that's not important. In other words, if you have a physical body, an emotional body, a mental body that's used to getting in their way, to rein them in, to rein them in quickly, for a lot, it's not easy. Especially if you, let's say, I'll just make it simple. Let's say you've been letting your body run a better part of your incarnation, your life. You get fixated, everything happening to the body, either how you look, how much you weigh, and so on. In other words, that runs your life. Now, I'm not saying you don't take care of it. You have to take care of it, but the point is, you identify your world as your body. So today, if your body feels like, walk up on the right side of the bed, I'll be great, then your day's good. If somehow, for whatever reason, your body slept wrong, it's a little kink, so your back hurts, you get up and go, oh, the whole world's already miserable. That means you let your body run your life. Make sense? Same thing with emotions. You heard some bad news. So from there, it ruined your entire day. Or you heard some great news. So the entire day is great. So every day, that's how you run your life. Well, guess what? You let your emotion body run your life. Same thing with the thoughts. One day you got fixated. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. I want to do this. So you feel wonderful. Everything's great. And then, whatever, you Saw something in the news, you go, yeah, that concept, I don't like it. And then from there, what happens? The rest of the day is also ruined. Well, guess what? You let your mental body run your life. Most of us are not aware of our true nature. That's why there's misery and problems. Same lesson. You're probably so tired of me repeating it. But every time things blow up in our lives, we're upset, we're angry, whatever, what happens? You're swimming in it. Somebody has to go in and pull you out. Right? Or they pick you up and just hold you down. So what is your nature? Your nature is a spiritual being, meaning a being with consciousness and energy and data, intelligence, that has a physical form to move around the physical world, an emotional form or suit to move around the emotional world to create feelings and respond to feelings, a spiritual being with a mental body or a mental form, vehicle to move around in the mental world to be able to communicate, be able to share information or data and receive data. But the whole time, you're the one controlling it. So when you do our meditation, you notice we always start with the I am affirmation. Because otherwise, if you haven't gotten yet, I think most of you have, it's not the body that's meditating. What did I say? It's not the body meditating. It's not your emotions that are meditating. It's not the thoughts that's meditating. It's the I that's meditating. It's the I that first disidentifies. This body is not the I. These emotions are not the I. These thoughts are not the I. That's not my nature. My nature is a spiritual being of divine intelligence, love, and power to control these vehicles, these instruments, and to be able to decide, what the heck am I going to do with this lifetime? Is that direct enough for you? That's that. Simple. So when you don't do your spiritual practice or meditation, guess what happens? We get sucked in to the everyday sensations from the body, the emotions, and thoughts. That's it. So every time you do meditation, you're withdrawing yourself, centering yourself. You heard that saying before? I'm centering myself. Centering myself means what? Remembering who I am, what is my true nature. And from that perspective, I'm the center of my universe. I look out in the world and decide what I want to do. Materially, emotionally, mentally. That's it. Same lesson. Just dressed up in different Zen stories, Christian stories, Muslim stories, Hindu stories, Jewish stories, whatever story. Sometimes I have to use quantum physics for you bunch of brainiacs to give it a little more, oh yeah, that makes sense. So I'll speak whatever language needed, well, at least conceptually, to get through to you that it all boils down to one thing. It always starts as, who am I? What is your nature? That's it. All right, I hope I got the point across. And just to remind you, don't go out looking for scorpions to sting, because that's not what I said. That's just a story. All right, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui, Mahagu Jumeiling, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your divine protection. We thank you in full faith. And so it is. Okay, put your hands together like this. Be aware of your crown. I am that. I am not the body, I am not the emotion, I am not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that. The soul, the spiritual self. The creator of the movements of the body, creator of the feelings, creator of the thoughts. That is the I. That is my nature. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spark in me. I am a child of God, which we admit we're still learning and growing. I am one with God, which is our true nature, and one with all. We're all interconnected. I am that. Be still. Just keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. I am that. I am. Maintain your stillness, maintain your awareness, maintain your state of oneness. Open your hands in blessing. Just say, we are one. Now imagine the earth in front of you. We will do the meditation Twin Hearts as taught to us by my teacher, Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui. Be aware of your heart and your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. You can focus the energy anywhere you like. You can project it to the entire earth and make it localized in Afghanistan, Haiti, Lebanon, Venezuela, whatever country you think the blessings are needed. You can channel the energy there to your family, your friends, to all the people who are sick with COVID in the world, and the numbers that are rising in many countries, especially in the United States. You can project the energy there. Your choice. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. There's so many people right now who are going through challenging and difficult times with their health, with their finances, their emotional and mental health, and their relationships. May all of them be blessed with hope and with faith in a better tomorrow. So be it. So be it. Let's think of our spiritual brothers and sisters in Afghanistan, in Haiti, and the other countries that all of you have been mentioning. We're all interconnected. So fill all of them with divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. Fill them with peace, with love, with hope, with faith in a better life. So be it. Where there is darkness, let me sow light. Darkness is the ignorance of one's true nature, which is usually the root cause of all suffering in the world. May all be blessed with spiritual light, or realization they are a being of light. And as a being of light, we're all interconnected in this ocean of spiritual light. May all be blessed with light. And where there's sadness, let me sow a tremendous amount of joy. So be it. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale and stay there. Be aware of your crown, your hands. Imagine golden light flowing down from your crown through your hands to the entire earth. Our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. There's only oneness. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being in the entire world be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. Blessings be to all. So be it. Just be still. Now be aware of your heart and your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Exhale, project even brighter golden light and fill the earth. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let every sentient being in every dimension, every direction, above and below, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Now bless your family, your friends, your relatives, your co-workers, especially the ones who have not been nice to us. Flood them with waves and waves of unconditional love. It is our nature to love and forgive. And before they grow, it is their nature to sting. So keep flooding them with love, with peace and kindness, that they might realize their true nature, that we are one, that to hurt us is to hurt themselves. Fill them with love, joy, and peace, and spiritual realization. So be it. So be it. Blessings be to all. May all be blessed, without exception. Now lower your hands on your lap. Keep your eyes closed, keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just be still. Now imagine a beautiful golden star just floating above your head. From your heart, send a stream of love up to the throat, up to the crown, and into that golden light. And stay there. And listen. Allow yourself to just immerse into that beautiful ocean of light inside that star. It's just pure energy and pure light. Be still. Just keep looking at that light. The image doesn't have to be clear. Let go. Gently, slowly, come back to your body. Gently, slowly come back, raise your hands in blessing. We'll release the excess energies our bodies cannot absorb. So first, imagine the people you love in front of you. Fill them all with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. So be it. Let this extend to their families and loved ones. So be it. Now be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Project golden light down into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and vitalized. So be it. Blessings be to all. So be it. So be it. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, again, to my teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui, Mahaguju Mailing, we thank you for your divine light, love, guidance, help, healing, power, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith. And so it is. Right. I hope you had a good, I look at the time this time, almost exactly 12 minutes meditation. 12 minutes. Now, we're done, but let's just do a quick experiment, shall we? Keep your eyes open. Be still. Now observe. Observe your body. Observe the condition of your emotions. Observe. Observe your thoughts. What's going through your mind? Now, if any thought, any feeling comes up, it's just like a cloud in the sky, just watch it. If you have any sensation in your body, comfortable, not comfortable, just observe it. Do you notice how easy it is to observe? Because in deep spiritual practice or in deep meditation, you go back to your nature, which is nothingness. Just pure energy with no matter. Just pure energy, spiritual light with consciousness and intelligence. That's your true nature. When you go back to that, and even for maybe 30 seconds a minute, when you have that full certainty and knowingness, just my hand, my body. Interesting. You start to notice, hey, emotionally I'm feeling okay, but when I talk of this person, I could feel a certain sensation coming up. You get to observe it. You get to observe it, you get to regulate or control it, remove it, or whatever. Same teaching. I just have to dress it up in different stories and different anecdotes and so on, because you come from different backgrounds, different educational levels, different spiritual maturity levels. And my job is to make sure all of you are fed. So, some of you find it boring, some of you find it very advanced. Well, look at it this way. It's just like when you're investing, dollar cost averaging. You never know when an investment will go up or go down. So what do? Every single month, you invest a certain amount. So when the market is high, you pay less shares. When the market is low, you got more shares. Over a period of time, since it's going this way, you end up good. Rather than what? Sitting there and they go, let me time it. Right? You talk to any good investor who knows what they're doing, they say, don't time it. Because you never know. But if you don't do dollar cost averaging, you end up okay. Same thing with your spiritual practice. Oh, I'll do my meditation only when things are doing well, because I can do it. Or I only do meditation when I need to because I'm screwed if I don't. No. Do it every time. Consistently. So in the end, you started down here, you end up there. It's called investing in your spiritual life. That's it. And the beautiful thing about it is, compared to investing in your material life, which is very important, you can take it with you. Investing in your spiritual practice, your spiritual development, it's yours. Whether you are in the body or later on when you shed our body, you remove that human suit, what ordinary people call death, the spiritual benefits stay with you. Which one is a more long-term investment? You guys figure it out. Namaste everyone, you all take care. And we will see you in 7 hours and 15 or 14 minutes. Please leave your comments. Love to hear from you. Again, let me know if you guys are spaced out or you're snoring or at least you got something out of it. Namaste everyone. Take good care. See you later.